Most people buy this category wrong, not because they chose the wrong product, but because they bought it for the wrong reason. There are one or two things that actually settle this decision, and they almost never appear in the headline spec. Think about the actual moment you will reach for this. Not the unboxing, not day one, the third week in when it just needs to work without you thinking about it. That is the bar. The Osprey.Life Smart Fingerbot Wi-Fi gateway included, supports toggle button/rocker switch, remote control from anywhere, Alexa and Google compatible if TTT, 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. White is built around smart automation for any button or switch. Osprey.Life Smart Fingerbot physically presses buttons and flips switches for you, adding smart control to coffee makers, printers, fans, air conditioners, and virtually any push button or toggle device. Compatible with rocker, toggle, and push button switches. Note, may not work with very hard, aged, or some touch-sensitive buttons. That is the thing that separates it from what is sitting next to it at a similar price. It is not trying to be everything, it is trying to do this one thing at a level that earns its place. The first feature worth understanding is smart automation for any button or switch. Osprey.Life Smart Fingerbot physically presses buttons and flips switches for you, adding smart control to coffee makers, printers, fans, air conditioners, and virtually any push button or toggle device. Compatible with rocker, toggle, and push button switches. Note, may not work with very hard, aged, or some touch-sensitive buttons. In practical terms, that means you are not fighting the product to get a result. It absorbs the friction that usually slows you down. The second is installed in 5 seconds. No wiring needed, not instantly using the included 3M adhesive sticker. No drilling, no wiring, no professional installation required. Compact, discreet design blends with any decor. This one looks minor on the spec sheet, but it is the thing you notice every single time you use it after the first 2 weeks. And the third is 600-day battery life, powered by a replaceable battery that lasts up to 600 days with twice daily use. Swap it out just once every 1 to 2 years. Low battery alerts in the app keep you ahead of it, which is more useful than it sounds until you actually need it. Together, those 3 things explain why this one has the reputation it does and why it keeps showing up in comparison this 2 years after launch. What the listing will not tell you is that works with Alexa, Google, Siri, and FTP, seamlessly integrate with your smart home ecosystem. Control with voice commands, build multi-device automations, set unlimited schedules, and connect to FTTT for advanced workflows, all out of the box. Supports 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi only. That is the thing buyers consistently flag after extended use, and it is actually more useful in practice than the spec alone suggests. Here's where I have to be straight with you though. Control from anywhere in the world with the included Wi-Fi gateway connected to your 2.4 GHz router. Control your Fingerbot remotely from anywhere via the Osprey.Life app. No range limits. Set schedules, trigger automations, and manage everything from your phone wherever you are. If that does not match your situation, there are better options, and I would rather you know that now than after you open the box. People who have used this long-term consistently mention works with Alexa, Google, Siri, and FTT. Seamlessly integrate with your smart home ecosystem. Control with voice commands, build multi-device automations, set unlimited schedules, and connect to FTTT for advanced